Well, fudge! 2015 is already here, so let's look back upon the poop stand of those 2014 big games. As we know, 2014 was an awful year for video games, but these 10 were the only little lights that made that year a little bit tolerable. First of all, a few ground rules to set first. Only games I played, because duh. And secondly, the games on this list don't necessarily have to come from 2014, but I had to play them in 2014, so expect a few older games on this list, also spoilers. Well, let's start a trip through this poop. Question. What happens when Mikasa from Attack on Titan marries Spider-Man? Tomodachi Life happens. Tomodachi Life was very highly wrongly criticized at launch because it was just a clone of The Sims. Well, it's a good clone of The Sims. In this game, you insert yourself, your friends, family, and Batman, because Batman, onto an island and see what happens. In this game, you can watch the news, because shush, and also make random stuff happens, like the Mikasa giraffe. I'm gonna let that sink in. Or they can just completely laugh at the amazing questions you give them. I asked Kakashi if he wanted LSD, and he said yes. Or they can just sing. Just sing. This game is fun. Hyrule Warriors is a thing. We live in an age of wonders! This seems like a match made in heaven, and it is. I mean, the Dynasty Warriors come out as a little repetitive, but oh well. In this game, you can control your favorite Zelda characters like Link, Zelda, Ganon, and Agatha? Okay, what the hell. So maybe you can tell that this is pretty weird. Also, you may be able to tell that this game just got a bit insane. Hyrule Warriors is not a Zelda game, but as you would expect, it's not. Because it's just a Dynasty Warriors game with, you know, Zelda skins, but shh. Plus, if you get the update, you can play as the villains, like Volga. He's so good. Let me describe this game to you real quick. You are Junpei, trapped on a boat with 8 other people. Your captor, Zero, tells you you have about 9 hours to find 9 numbered doors before your boat sinks. So, you must know who to trust, and who you are not, while solving mind-bending puzzles. The characters you attack on the boat are very awesome and weird bunch of people. There's the guy with the most slick-back hair, Ace, the blind and regal Snake, the most adorable character ever, Clover, the guy with the weirdest clothes ever, Santa. There's you, your childhood friend Jun, the dumbest guy ever seen, Seven, the fan service Lotus, and the unluckiest guy ever, number 9. So if you like dark stories and mind-bending puzzles, 999 is well worth your money. I'm gonna call my kid Cactus. Assault Under Cactus is the most hyper and adrenaline-pumped game of 2014, and it's glorious. The run-and style gameplay, the adorable characters make this game fabulous. The nice mechanical and strategy combination is also a very nice addition, as you play against the clock in the relay wins to destroy all of the robots. Plus, I must give special mention to all of the adorable and weirdly named androids you players, because they are utterly hilarious and fun to play as every one of them has new strategies and weapons to play with. If you want run and gun gameplay, Assault Under Cactus should be the next game to buy. Now, 2014 was said to be one of the worst gaming industry's years ever, and 3 overly hyped games contributed to that. Those were Destiny, Assassin's Creed Unity, and Watch Dogs. But, you know, I really enjoyed Watch Dogs. Sure, it wasn't exactly what people were expecting, but I still really liked the game. The world is fresh and feels alive. The mechanics of hacking the city were great to muck around with and were very practical. Plus, the one thing that hardly anyone talks about is the uniqueness of the weapons. Like, seriously, what other game do you know that has a rapid-fire shotgun? All fear the rapid-fire shotgun. Now then, in my underrated games list, I thought about my favourite Zelda game, which was Link Between Worlds. I cannot understand why this game isn't loved by every Zelda fan, or isn't talked about as much as others ever. But anyway, Link Between Worlds is a sequel to some people's favourite Zelda game, A Link to the Past. It's set in the exact same Hyrule, with just some extra bells and whistles, except with a new villain, who is, oh I swear, it's just Zant and Girahim mixed together. I utterly adore this game's renting item system, which is a first in this series. To conclude, I think you should do more to talk about than to talk about this game. Here we go again. Dynasty Warriors 7. I've blathered on about this game too much over the past year. I'll just say one thing. Thanks, Josh.
The reactions to this were too funny.
The addiction returns! People have waited for a Ruby and Sapphire remake since time began. And now it's here and it's better than ever. Quick disclaimer, I have never played the original Ruby or Sapphire, which means that Mega Ruby and Sapphire has succeeded incredibly well. Also, I only played the Mega Ruby. The one thing you'll notice in the start is that these remakes improve on X and Y's remakes intensely. You'll notice it from the start that these remakes improve on pretty much everything. But now, I'm sure you know there's everything good about these games, like secret bases and new Mega Evolutions, but I must mention one more thing. This game has the second best soundtrack of any Pokemon game right after X and Y. Oh, before I forget, where is my goddamn Arbok Mega Evolution?
So, what beats that Pokemon? These guys.
Skylanders unfortunately has now become a yearly release franchise, and with the utter flop with Sword Force on the Wii, I thought Track Team was just going to be just as bad, but when I got the Wii U version of Track Team, all my fears became immense joy. The new villain trailer mechanics are hilarious with some incredibly and surprisingly memorable characters like Chill Bill and Sandwich. Oh wait, I mean Blartotron. Plus, the awesome Track Team Skylanders are really cool. Special mentions going to Enigma, he's so cool. But, does it beat Giants? Well, I have not played it all through, but if I get Chaos, that may change. You know what game this is, and you better be ready for its awesomeness. Smash Brothers for Wii U and 3DS. Now, to begin this segment right, I'm gonna say this. This game is now my favourite game of all time. No one's the actual game. This new Smash Bros. Has everything. The graphics are beautiful. Simply perfect on the Wii U. And on the 3DS, they're not too shabby. The newcomers are great to play with, but the old characters are also damn incredible. The stages are all fabulous, being creative and fun to play in. My special mention going to the Kalos Pokemon League and Fearox stage from 3DS version. And not to mention the soundtrack. My god! It's perfect and the best soundtrack to any game. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about the amiibos. These little guys are like Pokemon, but for Smash Brothers, and I love them. Oh my god, this game is perfect and my favourite game ever. I am the Sharingan Warrior, and I can't wait for the amazingness that'll be 2015. Bye!